Simmons was named commissioner of the USFL 1 month after the league was formed in 1982. Prior to that, he had been president and chief executive officer for ESPN, the predominantly sports cable television network. Tallman presented and praised Simmons for providing energy and leadership to transform the idea into reality as Chet can take great satisfaction to his accomplishments. He's built a first-rate organization overnight in less than 3 years of forming an exciting and respected professional sports league. Tallman said that the league is looking for an individual who can build up around Chet's solid foundation and maximize the opportunities lay ahead. USFL signed a 2-year television contract with ABC before Simmons became commissioner. After Simmons joined USFL, the league signed a 2-year contract with ESPN, and that was renewed
every part of every decision
for 3 years beginning next month. In November, NBC said it was not interested in television around the league games. ABC had seen 2 years to 2 1-year options in its contract, and it picked up the option of the 85 season, but information in the league that it was not interested in television USFL games in the fall of 86. The league, which has been played its games in the spring, will move to a fall schedule in 1986 and head-to-head against the established National Football League. Some owners have expressed satisfaction with Simmons' failure
but I don't see a chance
to negotiate a new network TV contract with Simmons. Simmons began his career at ABC, where he played a key role in the television package that included the American Football League, which later merged as the NFL. He was president of NBC Sports from 77 to 79 before joining ESPN. Usher, 45, is a specialist in entertainment law. He had a partner formed the Beverly Hills law firm and Blitz and Usher.
Go from there, but he looked pretty good.
In 1974, he moved his law degree from Stanford in 1964. He was a Phi Beta Kappa graduate from Brown in 1963, where he played football and baseball. He and his wife joined and 4 children. Usher is an avid tennis player and skier. In the AP poll, Georgetown was ranked number 1.
We saw Derrick Rose struggling his first month of the season coming back. We're probably going to see the same thing with Rajon Rondo, at least early on.
In Nashville, Tennessee, an attempt to discourage drug abuse by college athletes appeared to be in great jeopardy Monday by the 79th NCAA convention commenced. One objected to be a controversial measure expected to be vetoed upon Tuesday that deals entirely with performance enhancing substances between that and not street drugs. We believe very much that the problem must be dealt with, but we just felt like it's poorly drawn legislation, said Wayne Duke, commissioner of the Big Ten. There are many flaws. John Davis, a faculty representative from Oregon State and unopposed candidate for NCAA president, said action may be delayed until the 1966 convention. I sense that the membership is going to be faced with a tough choice tomorrow. Davis said people were organized about it was because we do want the message out that we are committed to doing something about the problem, but yet we have a terms of legislation and has some serious professional flaws through it. Davis said one option would be to adopt the measure in hopes that the NCAA Executive Committee before the effective date next August could make a judgment. I have a strong feeling that the membership wants to do something about it in full. It'll be the case about coming out in the convention without something that gives a single level of commitment. Davis said physicians consulted by the NCAA had disagreed on the lengthy list of banned substances, which included on the box steroids. Many feel that for every drug we list as banned, there is a readily available substitute. 70% there's also been feeling that we could be brought into conflict with some state laws. In the meantime, delegates also seem sharply divided as a move to restrict playing seasons and contests in several sports, including baseball, softball, swimming, and wrestling. The measure is sponsored by the NCAA Council. It seems that the council wants everybody to be exactly the same, said Brigham Young athletic director Glenn Truckett. BYU also finds itself in the middle of another controversial amendment. On Wednesday, the delegates expected to vote to remove the exemption of the 5-year rule now enjoyed by athletes who serve on church missions. Many Mormon students go on a 2-year mission between their freshman year in their college and their graduation. This year's national championship BYU football team had 52 players who had been on missions. Proponents were woven with exemptions, say schools can gain a competitive advantage with 23 and 24-year-old students compete with 19 and 20-year-old athletes. Most delegates believe a measure to grant increased autonomy to Division 1A, the major football powers will pass easily. There's a seminar and postpone actions on the drug measure until the special NCAA convention, which the newly formed presidential commission is scheduled for June 20th and 21st. That is certainly a possibility, said Davis. Most people feel that there is a need to fine-tune the language objectives from a professional and a technical standpoint and not a conceptual one. Voting beyond the drug could push back the next year's convention, said Thomas J. Fredericks of Dayton, should not be interpreted as saying the problem is not needing attention.
It'll take you farther. The 2014 Nissan Altima.
Los Angeles Edmund Moses, a 2-time Olympic gold medalist who was charged with a police by Silson and a female police officer about possession with possession a small amount of marijuana and is guilty of nothing but poor judgment, his manager said Monday. Gordon Baskin said Moses told him that he was merely joking with the women before his arrest early Sunday during the Hollywood prostitution sweep. He said Moses had no intention.
It's only like the most.
A big number of women, the marijuana allergy found in Moses' car, Baskin said could have been belonged to a number of people he
For like $3 a week.
included bug lot attendants who have been in the automobile recently. Moses, 29 years old, won 400-meter Olympic gold medals in 76 and 84, was formally charged Monday. Deputy City Attorney Matt Wilson said, "We have filed 2 counts against Ms. Moses today and 1 count of 6 and 47B of the Penal Code, which is soliciting an act of prostitution," said, and 1 count of 11357B of the Health and Safety Code, possession of less than ounce of marijuana, Wilkinson said. Arraignment are set for June 29th in the municipal court. Wilkinson said under state law, soliciting an act of prostitution in a minor, estimated that carries a $500 fine and 6 months in jail, while the marijuana possession count carries on no jail time and a maximum fine of $100, Wilkinson said. Baskin said Moses and his wife, Mariel, will appear in a press conference on Tuesday afternoon. When he's done, you are going to find that Evan Moses is not guilty of a thing, however. Then some poor Germany is not guilty and will be substantiated that at the press conference. Baskin related Moses' explanation of an incident which occurred at the Sunset Boulevard and Genesee Avenue in Hollywood. He said Moses was in Los Angeles Saturday for a meeting of the division in the United States Olympic Committee, driving back to his hotel from a discotheque, which he attended with several USOC people, and Moses was halted at a stop sign, and when a woman across the street waved him and then walked to the window of his passenger side of his car, the 1985 gray Mercedes, with personalized license plate number saying Olympian. All according to the Baskin, the woman asked Moses what he was doing. He said something to the effect that was out to have fun. Baskin said when she was asking if money, he answered it yes and jokingly mentioned $100. Baskin said she told Moses to pick her up over there to point her in a spot, but according to Baskin, Moses left and drove off. He was stopped 1.5 blocks away by a motorcycle policeman and police car. Baskin said, had he picked her up and taken her, then someone would have said yes, but anyway, there was a joke, Baskin said.
They have really been porous, giving up on 106 points per game.
Stanford, California. Psst. Hey, buddy. Want to take the Super Bowl? You and a lot of other people. This is the hottest ticket we've ever had, said Don Weiss, executive director of the National Football League, said Monday. I think we easily could have had $300,000 for this game. In fact, that Stanford Stadium's capacity is 83,740. Limits the plan unless you happen to be a entrepreneur. Then apparently there were no limits ever set. That Weiss said that the league suspects as many as 1,200 fake and bogus tickets may be in distribution. The scorn became good when a Byron San Francisco made contact with an individual last Tuesday and purchased 4 tickets for between $225 and $250, and we sold them. Weiss said 3 days later, the buyer made contact again and time purchased about 10 tickets, but he said it became suspicious because the seats were in an area where the current Scovin scale was at $750. He became suspicious and went to the friend who was knowledgeable in the ticket business and saw a legitimate ticket. Weiss said they saw the differences and went to the Millbrae police, and the first meeting was arranged and 18 more tickets were available. That made 32 that we know about. From information developed from the individual involved, we found that as many as 1,000 of a few of 500 were printed. We now think that there are more. On Sunday, 875 counterfeit tickets were the master list of tickets printed were found. Some in San Bruno, California. They printed some non-existent locations. Weiss said that has happened before. In
Against a guy like Kyle Lowry right there, Kelly Olynyk, Jared Bayless as well. Lots of guys had opportunities.
76 for the game played in Orange Bowl in Miami. Another counterfeiting operation was uncovered. Weiss said fought one and was less sophisticated than the current one, partly because the ticket was simpler that year and more easily reproduced. Another problem for the league is scalping the sale tickets above face value. Those have been reported in prime locations being as much as $1,000 for tickets carrying $50 face value. The side of the event is the only place scalping is legal. Weiss said you can walk across the street and sell them for whatever you want. Weiss said an instant NFL player was arrested for scalping completely by mistake. Jamie Rivers, a linebacker for the St. Louis Cardinals, has been asked for him to purchase Pro Bowl tickets for his brother-in-law. Rivers secured the tickets and was passing them along at a face value. Watch them signs across the street from the Los Angeles Coliseum, where the police colored him. We went to ball him out at halftime. Here.
Built for today. Built for what's next. That's what we're built for.
Millbrae, one man was charged and another was brought to California Monday. Millbrae, California, one man was charged and another was brought to California from Hawaii Monday in connection with what National Football League officials called the biggest ticket counterfeiting scheme in Super Bowl history. Millbrae Police Chief John Dinning and Dean Scott Foles, 26 of Honolulu, arraigned in municipal court on charges of grand theft, forgery, and conspiracy. A second man, Harry Fischel Jr., 46 in California, after surrendering in Honolulu authorities on Sunday and allegedly taking and telling them about 649 counterfeit tickets stashed in a San Bruno drainage pipe. Deneen said the tickets were among 12 counterfeits printed in the scam. Deneen said about 300 were unaccounted for, he said. Foles was arrested Friday after Stuart Kesman, 23, of Mill Valley, bought 20 of the fakes and became suspicious enough to contact police. The fakes are generally darker and were printed on an inferior quality paper and have been slightly larger seat and section numbers than General Tickets officials said.
Speak to a lawyer near you for free.
Trap shootings in Cole and Twin Falls. Boston Red Sox signed free agent Bruce Kisson. CBS inks 2-year pact with the ACC. And senior running back Dimple McCollum gets another season. And that's going to be it for NewsCenter 7 at 5 and 5 on this January the 15th, 1985 on Tuesday. I'm P. Woods. I hope you have a good evening in NBC. Nightly News with Tom Burke will be coming next on Channel 7. We'll see you at 6. Have a good evening.